Come on, Benzino. Come, what are we doing? I'm sorry, hold on. Welcome to the nation, Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, Mr. Monster Man Rocco, and President Tory, yada, 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 yada. I'm off the damn floor. What's happening here? I mean, I just now gave, what was it? Which video was it? I just did a video like a few days ago where when I first spoke about Benzino crying on Drink Champs, and I gave the man all the grace in the world. I'm reiterate. I never get tired of saying this. This is not the platform where we do disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? So, in addition to me not disrespecting Benzino, I was showing the man all kind of grace, all kind of empathy, kind of brotherly love and all of that. Like I was not about to, was not about to come on here and make fun of son crying, to put it bluntly. And I stated that in the blog, and I appreciate to all of the subscribers and all of the viewers. Nobody went in the comments and made fun of him crying. Everybody followed my lead on that. I appreciate that. Right. Then in another blog, I said, what I said? When I was talking about what's going on now as far as like, it ain't really, it ain't really no rapper dudes beefing. Everybody beefing right now is, you got comedians beefing, you got blogger wars going on in the battle rap community, and so on and so forth, like rapper chicks. And then I mentioned, because there's always some rapper dudes beefing, right? I mean, just wasn't none. It ain't none. It doesn't seem to be dominating the algorithms right now, right? Or at least not mine, right? And in saying that, I brought up the Eminem and Benzino static, and I'm like, well, Benzino waved the white flag. So that's, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. That was literally just let me not declare. Let me ask, was that just a drunk rant? A drunk rant? Because listen, I've been taught for a long time, alcohol is truth serum. But here's the thing, how do we interpret that? Does that mean that alcohol makes you tell the truth, or alcohol really reveals who you are? Because that could be a bunch of different things. You could really be a liar. I'm just examining the facts that we have at the moment. That I have at the moment. I just, like, I was happy, when he had his breakdown or breakthrough, so to speak, although intoxicated. I was like, yeah, progress. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I always, as entertaining as rap beef be, because, a lot of times, dope lyrics come out of it. As entertaining as that be, I'm always happier to see them squash it. You know what I mean? That's just me. And that's the fact. So, I'm watching this stuff, like I get sent a message. Matter of fact, I wasn't even watching this stuff. I was minding my own business, right? And I get sent a clip of Benzino wilding out, just basically, I think it was him talking about being the Eminem Slayer or something like that, whatever he said. Pause. And I'm like, did he say this before the Drink Champs interview or no? You know what I'm saying? So that started me to looking, and in the looking around, I started seeing all kind of madness, and it's like, come on, B, this ain't over. Like I watched this interview that Benzino did with a what do you call them? They do like response videos. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Let me see if I can find it right quick in my history. The dude, he's what do you call it? He's a reactor, or he does reaction videos. I believe that's what he does, and he was there was another dude, and what's the dude's name? Where is the damn video? Oh, okay. Stevie Knight. Stevie Knight was the reaction. He does, he reacts to music and stuff like that. I'm assuming, you know, he had an interview with him, and it was another guy, I forget his name, who was basically they had the interview on another guy's platform. You know what I mean? And I don't want to click on. I don't want to. Anyway, salute to all parties involved, and they having this debate slash argument. It got out of, it kind of got out of hand a couple of times, and both of the dudes were making some valid points, right? You know what I mean? Benzino made a lot more valid points than I was expecting. Not to say that the man don't talk sense, but I'm just saying, like, this is the nigga who just now was saying he tired of us going at each other, blah 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 blah. He said he basically said he didn't really want no smoke, or ain't have no disdain for Eminem, and now here we are. He, you know what I'm saying? He doing something different. So I don't know, right? So I'm just like, what kind of? But the men, that Benzino was spitting facts on a lot of things. You know what I mean? And I have to commend him on that. But why we can't just stop this already? Is all why we can't just stop this already? Like, if you would have ended this shit right, if Benzino would have never said nothing, if he would have changed it, if he would have pivoted from the Drink Champs interview on, nobody would have ever had anything bad to say about him. Not, at least not about that. At least not about that. I don't think, anyway. You know what I mean? Benzino has done a lot for hip hop. He has. He really has. And like, the Source was the Bible for hip hop for a while. You know what I mean? And that's facts. You know what I mean? And some of his things that he says about, like, some of his things that he says upon, like, like black and white issues surrounding Eminem. Like, I'm not jacking all of that pause, but there are some things I do get. I understand where he coming from, right? I do. But as first of all, as an MC, like, I'm an MC to my soul, so, like, it's in my wiring. So it's like, when you are that, when you that level, when you are that, you see things a little bit different. You know what I mean? You able to see that, like, an MC's brain is an analytical brain. You know what I mean? And you see things different. And, like, Benzino ain't the type of MC. Benzino, he has admitted, he's not really a rapper like that. Which brings me back to that other, the one time I did come on here and fake brag on y'all, because I knew son had a ghostwriter. He's not being completely honest with us when he says he had help. No, that like, in my today's research, I stumbled across a video where the name of the ghostwriter that I knew, that I had, because I'm kind of connected, you know what I mean? The name that I was given is the name, it came out. You know what I mean? And it wasn't for me. I wasn't going to do that. But it's out there. There's a video where they both, with I believe, Quest McCody from he's a battle rapper from Detroit. He's also a team. He's also a Team Homie member. So you know what I'm saying. So salute to you. You know what I mean. Homie up. But he I believe in the tweet let us all know that let the world know that it was Nestle. And if if I'm misrepresenting the facts, I apologize. I just don't think I am right now. But yes, it was Nestle, another battle rapper who's a beast, right? Nigga get busy. So I've seen a bit a clip where Benzino was saying, nah, Nestle made the beat and so on and so forth. And anyway, right? Besides, anyway, Benzino's not a rapper like that. So I can't, I don't know that his brain works the way I think rappers' brains work. I don't know. I don't know. It's like son is a hustler. He's a businessman. He's a lot of other things, but he's not that. It's not a shot at him or whatever. But it's how I was able to realize it's how I was able to recognize that he couldn't have wrote that. But anyway, moving along, he was spitting facts on a lot of things. Is what I was saying. Like he brings up the Eminem song that he made, where he was dissing black women and so on and so forth. Race, you know what I'm saying? The racially charged jump off. I don't like that. Of course I don't like that. I'm a black man. I got like, and I love black women, and I'm black. So of course I don't like that. But here's the thing. Let's take our culture for a long time. Our culture, right? Hip hop culture. Just I don't know. Maybe it goes deeper than hip hop culture. Just just mainstream culture. Period. Right? It was American culture where to be homosexual was something that was not accepted. You got judged by it. And you didn't even have to be homophobic. Until this day, a person doesn't even have to be homophobic, but if they get offended by a person, all of a sudden they start with all these homophobic slurs. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about what we used to do in hip hop, because like, listen, if you go through my music, like it was a time when just instead of just calling somebody like as an alternative to calling somebody a bitch ass nigga, you would call them gay, or you know what I'm saying, or one of this the words, other words for it, right? And like that shit is all through my music from years ago. You know what I mean? But as time progressed, times change or whatever. You know what I mean? It didn't. Although my whole life I had gay relatives, like like I had a gay uncle. He passed away about 15 years ago. But up when I was a kid, like that was my mother's brother. Like this was her closest sibling. Like this nigga was around me my whole life. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Uncle Buster. Like this was like and mind you, sidebar, this nigga was the toughest nigga. This If he was alive now, he would probably be about 25, 26 years older than me. He would be in his 80s. He would be in his 60s, and excuse me, he would be in his 70s or probably close to 80 right now, and I still wouldn't fight that man if he was alive till this day. But anyway, it's besides the point. We used to throw those words around all recklessly, and even if you was cool, like you could have an overweight friend. You cool with him, you love that. To give another analogy, you can have an overweight friend, right? You cool with the nigga and all that. He piss you off, now he all kind of fat bastards and this, that, and the third. You understand what I'm saying? That's what people do. Now, said there was never an apology from Eminem. Like, I don't know. I wasn't checking it. I think it should have been. But here's the thing. I know a few people from Detroit. They rappers. A couple of them aren't. You know what I mean? But they some real ones. Salute to my guy Hex Murder. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, salute to Canava. D12, I got a song with the brother, right? Real ones. Have had conversations. They never say nothing bad about him. You understand what I'm saying? So I know they might not represent the whole of Detroit, right? Pause, but I don't know the whole of Detroit. I don't know everybody in Detroit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, aren't we only giving our personal opinions anyway when it comes to this? All right, I know them personally, so that's what I'm basing my shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like the million niggas that I don't know could all be biased or all be liars or all be not know nothing about this shit. You understand? Like, I'm rolling with who I know. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Yes, would I have what I, you know, would it be a better look if there was an, you know, a solid apology on file? Yes. But what we gonna do? You know what I mean? Eminem has done a lot for us. I mean, everything he's done for Royce, everything that he's done for D12, everything that he's done for anybody, including those artists that he might have signed that never, you know, that left. He put money in all their pocket. And when anytime you give a black man a record deal, you are you putting a lot of people, a considerable amount of people in a better situation, not just that person. And he signed, what, 5 niggas with D12. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Royce. You know, you got the Griselda boys later on. You had OB. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't work out, it don't work out. Be like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Things don't always pan out. It just is what it is. I mean, and personally, just on a professional level, for me observing the game, a lot of that comes from just being attached to a name that's so big. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to do good on their own because people want to see that entity. You know what I mean? But what was it? Eminem made songs like White America. He made songs like Marsh. I always thought, though, you know, it was always those moments where I felt like he was speaking to his people for us. You know, speaking to them for us. Real talk. Some people may say we don't need that. I think that unless we going to fight for our freedom and equality and all of that, then we need that. Because ain't nobody from outside your circle gonna come in your circle and tell you something other than what your circle is talking. You're not trying to hear it. You're just not. You know? Nah. Like, I mean, like, how many can't nobody from their side well, yes they can because white supremacy, but we ain't gonna get into all of that. Anyway, I would love to see this shit really be done off. I would really love that. But as long as they're gonna still keep on, or long as Benzino, I mean, I seen a snippet of a new Benzino song on YouTube. You know what I mean? If, you know, I mean, whatever. I mean, we in this era of clickbait and all of this, you know, clickbait, you know, turns into dollars. So maybe it is in Benzino's best interest to keep this up. You know, keep taking jabs at Eminem and then keep dropping music. What do you know? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Have I been here too long? Yeah, this is about 20 minutes. I'm out, y'all. If you made it to the end of this video, yeah, drop 4 mics in the comments, like the Source magazine should have gave Nocturnal and Magnum Force. All right, do that for me. Rock on, rock on.